Hey guys, we're back with another What's Sold on eBay video. We're going to go over what's sold in the eBay store this weekend. It's from sales from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All items that I was able to sell, most found from garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, things like that. Able to buy them at a low price and then flip them and make some money. So we'll go over all those. Hopefully there's something here you might not have seen before, something to keep an eye out for, and maybe, just maybe, be a little entertained. So before we get into that, I do want to say that there's a couple items that are not here. We'll pop the screenshots up just so you can see those. Some of them are breakables, and I don't want to pull them up here and put them down and break them when we have a big issue. Hope everyone is enjoying the content. We've been uploading a little more regularly, trying to stay active with that and try to keep the videos a little bit shorter for the most part. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer some at the back end of some of my videos if I get some questions. So let's go ahead and get into it. So starting off, we'll go over the vinyl. Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. Little vinyl here. You can see a pretty good shape, honestly. This came in a big vinyl buy I had. That one should have sold for like 34, 35 ships, somewhere around there in the 30s. Same vinyl buy. I also got Scorpions. Fly to the Rainbow. Yeah, Fly to the Rainbow. In pretty good shape. You'll see the screenshot on the screen as well. This one I think also sold for like 34 shipped. These ones ship medium mail. I have the vinyl mailers. They usually cost like $2.89 or whatever to ship, or maybe a little more depending if they're like multiple records in one thing. But either way, I've been doing really well on Val. It doesn't seem like a ton of money, but still, I think I spent $500 that day. And on the vinyl alone, we've probably already sold $700 or $800. Plus, I had 3 totes full of other stuff, so it was a great deal. Here's a Wrangler shirt. Not really the greatest one. It is a pearl snap. This one's worth like 12 bucks and some change. So don't go ahead and mimic this. So this is why I don't buy clothing. One, my pictures aren't that great, and also they don't sell for as quickly enough for me, and really not that fun to list. So here's a Honda Accord manual. This guy right here sold for $30 shipped on the best offer. This is one from the big manual buy. I had it listed at like $39 or something, and someone offered $30, so I figured they could have it. Some RCA videotapes. These ones right here sold for $32 shipped, something like that. They might go for about $8 shipping if they're a little bit closer to me, something like that. But they're not worth a ton if you can get them for cheap. I think I spent $5 on that set. It sells for $32. If we ship it out for, let's say, the high-end 12, we're still going to make that $10 mark, so I'm okay with it. Did sell a cassette. This is the Cover Girls. That's right, Show Me. This little cassette sold for $8, so not a whole lot, but when I'm listing cassettes, if they're $8 or more, and I think they're going to sell somewhat quickly, then usually I'll list them. Here's some alloy, like dead stock little soaps here. My father-in-law picked up these at where he grabbed them all with some other ones, Melaleuca or something like that, which Melaleuca is a Vero, or they threatened, they didn't Vero me, but they messaged me saying they were going to, so I'm not really, they never did anything though, but those little bars right there, the alloy one sold for $15 shipped. Chessmen, got a bunch of these, like little, just the chess pieces, there's no like board or anything. I had like 3 or 4 of them for $1 each. They should go out first class. I had 4, but it ended up being like 3 of them were complete. The other one wasn't. So we got 15 or 16 bucks for that one. Pretty easy sale, and it is a multi-quantity. We also have this Dark Angel figure right here. Hatsune Miku. I don't know how to pronounce that. This is from the Hirsch buy. This one sold for $40 shipped, and it did not take long to sell at all. I want to say within a week it sold. So another one of those ones moving out pretty quick. Here's one of those fiber optic. Forgot the brand. YS from 1984. This one right here, it does the little music box in the bottom works, but the light does not. When I plug it in, it does nothing. I bought a new bulb for it, said it was the right bulb, put it in there, and it's just burned the bulb out right away. So either I had the wrong bulb or something else is wrong. That one ended up selling for $40 shipped as is. Probably going to cost that $14, $15 mark to ship it out. So not a ton, but they do well. If you find one that works, 60 or 70 bucks is not unreasonable for that. Here's a Mizuno. This is a catcher's mitt. This one sold for like 20-something shipped, 25 shipped. It just goes in a padded flat rate. Genesis T2 Terminator game. This one sold for $8 shipped. Not much, but, you know, video games are fun to sell. We sold 3 sets of this. One person bought 2 sets, so they're at like 42 something or whatever, 43. And then one person bought 1 set of 2 for 22. So these ones ended up going for, we have like 60-something in sales of those. We're in them for $3 each unit plus tax. So we're almost out. I think I have 1 more set left, maybe 2. Also sold a Panasonic remote. This is from my vacation buy. This one sold for $11 and some change on sale. It's a Panasonic theater system remote. So really easy, just goes in a bubble Little bubble wrap, put it in a bubble mailer, and it's on its way. A couple of other smalls here. We sold this Dio cassette. This one sold for $6.79. It's on sale. I think it was listed for $8. Ended up selling for $6.79. This is a little better one. Fear for $3.60. This one sold for $12 shipped. It always sells for me, that Fear game. Nene X, She's Dangerous. Little cassette here. This one sold for like $26 on the best offer. That one I was super happy with. It came from the Hip Hop and Rap cassette buy. We've done very, very well on the Hip Hop cassettes. We have Kevin Smith, Batman, The Widening, some book here. This is from the Hirsch buy as well. We got 3 of these Batman ones. One sold for $11 already. This one sold for $14. I think the other one will go for $11 as well. So not a ton, but so easy to list, and they've all been selling pretty quickly. Here's like a little military hat. It's in the bag and everything. It sold for $12 or $13. I don't think I listed it as brand new just because it really isn't brand new, even though it comes in a little bag. It came in a big bundle of military stuff I bought. I like to buy the camos and stuff, camis, and sell them, especially if they're woodland or the bigger sizes. But if I get some other oddball stuff that'll sell, I'll usually list it. Another one of these sold. These are always cool and fun. The Floby. Everyone wants one of these at home, I'm sure. Some of you may have used one. So if you did use one before, let me know. It did work. I have 3 of these Flobies that have now been listed. This is the second one to sell. I do have a 4th one, but I got to figure out the battery or new power cord for it. That one sold for $140 shipped, just like the other one did. Really easy to test if you can find them, and they're still selling, so keep an eye out. A little Kodak Easy Share camera. It comes with a little aftermarket charger that I bought. If I have a digital camera and it might sell for $25 plus with a charger, I'll usually go ahead and buy the charger for $5 or $6 if I don't have it. I'll buy an aftermarket one because this one had a battery. I tested it out. It worked. We sold it for $28 shipped. So in the end, we don't make a ton and we eat into some of our profit, but it came in the big Hirsch buy, so I really have nothing into it. It needed a charger. Ended up getting $28 and it sold within 3 or 4 days. They have all kinds of chargers on eBay you can buy. The K-Star or Kastar is the ones I usually get. And like I said, if I have a digital camera and it's going to go for $25 plus with the charger, I'll usually buy it. If the camera doesn't work, I'll take the battery out, put the camera in a big bundle I have of cameras for parts, and I'll just hold on to that camera or that battery and that charger until I find a new one or another camera that'll work with it, and then I'm good to go. A couple of other media items right here. We have Gotham Season 1. This one's Blu-ray sealed. Whoops. That was the chest piece. They did not fall, just tipped over. That little Blu-ray sold for $9 shipped. Machine Head, Deep Purple, a DVD sold for, I don't know, 11 shipped, 10 shipped, something like that. VHS sold. Chair Dancing. Jody Stowe loves chair dancing. Some of you may know how to chair dance. I do not. I don't know how to dance really well at all, but this is something I definitely don't know how to do. That one sold for $9 shipped. It's brand new sealed. Came in a big bundle of VHS that we had, so I ended up listing it. Again, I'm just too cheap, I guess, to let some of that go. This is the 5 People You Meet in Heaven book. This one sold for $9 and some change. That's from one of the big book buys. Another kind of comic type thing. This is a Silver Surfer. Surfer, the graphic novel. This one I think is a first edition, or it's one of the early ones. It sold for like $25 or $26 shipped. I had a lot of questions on it. For such a low piece, it got a bunch of questions, so that was kind of interesting. Another book here, The Autobiography of Yogi. This one sold for another $9. That one came from another book buy we had. Ew, I don't know how to pronounce this. En Pleno Vuelo by Marco Antonio. This little CD sold for $16, so pretty good for a used CD. Guys, with CDs, I've told this before, but I get the question a lot. How do I scan them? You just use the barcode on the back of the CD board game. Anything that has a barcode, go into the eBay app, click on the little search thing, and there's a little camera button next to it. Click that, scan the barcode, it'll pull it up. If you don't see anything, you check solds and everything. If you don't see anything, just type it in manually, because every once in a while, there's a CD that's not attached to the barcode, but for whatever reason, there are some listed, and you can go ahead, because people didn't put the barcode in, you can go ahead and check it that way. So just because you don't see it, doesn't mean it's super rare, it doesn't exist on eBay. Just type it in manually, but you may be able to find some and get an idea on the price. Some wild animal cards. We just sold a set of Bible character ones the other day. This sold in the same buy we got these. This one sold for like $19 shipped. It's like a little 80s or 60s, not 80s, like probably 60s card game, 70s. Here's a Game Boy Advance SP. This is also from the Hirsch buy. It is the Onyx one, if I'm not mistaken. It's in really great shape. I mean, it's clean for sure. I would almost kept this one, but I had like a red one that I test stuff with, and it's kind of beat up. And I was like, man, I should keep this one, but I'm like, nah. The red one won't sell as well because it's kind of just kind of scratched up and beat up. But this one ended up selling for $100 shipped. It came with the charger and this little it's like the Pelican case. It's not an official Game Boy one. If you do get the official Game Boy Advance SP cases, they sell pretty well, usually for 10 to 20 bucks, depending on which one you have, and they ship out first class. We got an Xbox 360. This is a little memory unit here. This guy sold for like $11 shipped. We got a wildlife fact file. If you find these, especially you get 4 or 5 of these, you can get like 60, 70, 80 bucks. This one sold for $20 shipped. So pretty good deal. Just one little binder. They have like a mammals one and like I think amphibians, different stuff like that. But sometimes you have someone has a whole set of them. But if you can find one, mine sold in about 2 weeks. It was in my death pile. Just listed when we started moving stuff in, and it sold for 20 bucks. So that takes care of a lot of the stuff we have here. Okay, so that takes care of a lot of stuff we have here. We have a couple other oddball things. So this is a Wilson Hope. It's actually, I have the whole golf set. The rest of it's back over there in the golf area. I just pulled out this little club. It's pretty much a full set. Got it in a big buy where I got a bunch of wrestling figures. And this was kind of a throw-in with storage unit guy. This set sold for $190 shipped. It's actually sold once before for $190 shipped, but the person was a zero feedback buyer. They never ended up paying. So kind of a bummer, but it did sell again. I knew it would. $190 shipped on that set. Awesome. I'm going to guess, it doesn't come with the bag or anything. I'm going to guess that it's probably going to cost somewhere between 15 to 25 bucks to ship it out. I have a box that it should all fit in. And it will be a little bit heavier because it's all those clubs, but it's pretty, you can kind of condense it into a nice narrow box and it should be okay. Now, a couple of the items that we have that are not, I'm not going to hold in front of you. 2 of them are Bolshevik. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Polish pottery. It's like got a blue-green color to it. I don't know much about it, so don't get on me if I'm like super off on this, but I bought a whole big table full of it for 50 bucks from one of my sources. I said, I went to a sale early in the morning. He goes, yeah, you can have all that for like 100 bucks. I'm like, no. And he goes, fine, 75, just take it off my hands. And I'm like, I'll tell you what, if no one comes, let me know and I'll buy it later today. So no one bought it the whole day, not even one piece. And he goes, if you come pick it up today, 50 bucks and it's yours. So I took it. I was thinking to myself, I'm never going to list it, but I have. I've already sold a couple of plate sets for 80. I think another one for 55. And then I just sold another one for, I think, 35. These 2 right here, I have a little ornament set. There was like 5 or 6 of them. They sold for 50 shipped, and they're pretty small. I will individually bubble wrap them and put them in their own little boxes and then put them into a bigger box. And then I sold 4 mugs or cups or whatever. They sold for 40 shipped. Would have listed a little bit more, but it's 4 separate patterns, and I think it's 3 or 4 separate patterns, and they're not in perfect shape. The cups, for whatever reason, had the most wear of some of that stuff in there. So I ended up selling them for 40. I think it'll probably cost around 15 to ship those ones. So not the greatest, but in the whole scheme of things, we're making a lot of money on that pottery stuff. I also sold a pocket fisherman. It's like a little small one you can use. It comes in the box. It's from the Hirsch buy. I can't find it right now. So I'll pop it on the screen so you can see. Hopefully I'll find it. If not, I'll put a note in the video that I couldn't find it. But that's $60 shipped. Sold pretty quickly within a couple weeks. Look out for those. And guys, our biggest sale, the best sale, the one that you've all been waiting for, golden owls made of real solid gold. No, just kidding. These are like that little like plaster stuff that gets painted. You can see because this one's got a little chip on it. I think you can see right up in there. Right there, yeah. So I have 3 of these. These are from Storage Unit Guy. He had them listed. In one of my videos, I think you can see him when we're at his sale. But he had them up in his rafters. He had these, a big lion that's laying down. The lion has a broken toe, but that's the one I really wanted. And then he had a turtle, which I have here. I wanted them. I was like, hey, I'll give you 50 bucks for all of them. I'll take the lion, everything. I'll buy them all. He goes, no, I like them. And for months he had them. He finally sold me the 4 of them. I think I spent about 50 on all 4. I'm like, I know someone's going to buy them. I just sold the 3 owls. I showed you 2 of them, but you see on the screen I have 3. They sold for $225 shipped. So $225. I will individually box these and then put them in a bigger box. I'm thinking shipping is going to be somewhere pushing that, probably 25 bucks, 26 bucks, somewhere around there, because they are a little heavier, even though they're fairly small. And by the time I bubble wrap and box each one, it will end up being a decent size when it comes to weight. But $225 shipped on that. Super blessed. That's a great sale. Definitely the sale of the day. I think we had that. We had the $190 golf thing, the $140 Flowbee, and what the $100 Game Boy, I think, were the 4 best sales. So I love to have at least a couple of $100 sales every few days. I mean, obviously the little stuff adds up and it can definitely make your day awesome, but it's nice to have a couple $100 sales in there. So that should be pretty much everything. I don't know if I'm missing anything, and if I am at this point, it may not show up in the video. Oh, my last video, at the end of it, right after I did the video, I sold another Lego set. Sold for like $40 on the best offer. You'll see the photo here. So I have that one as well. Another pretty nice sale that went out. And again, I think that's everything. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for watching. I know we're getting a lot of new subscribers as well, so I appreciate you. We did hit 3,000 subscribers. So it's still a little early. My next video that I do, I will announce probably the contest. That'll be the one where we mention that we got to 3,000. And if anyone wants to enter, we'll have some kind of rules or whatever, and we'll do a video on that. So, and there's probably a good chance for you to win, because I think we're only getting somewhere between 400 and 500 views a video usually. So your odds will be pretty, at least better than probably some of the other people that have had a 3,000 subscriber contest. So we'll have some kind of gift card or something we'll give away. But we are going to do that in the videos coming up. So be on the lookout. And I hope you guys have a blessed week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. We're back with one little clip here. First off, I found the Pocket Fisherman. I am just holding the camera up here, so it might be a little shaky. I apologize. Just trying to get this last clip in, but found the Pocket Fisherman. It was just in the wrong spot, so bad part on me, but at least we found it. And there was one other item that ended up selling that I didn't show you guys. It is NCAA 10 basketball for the 360 disc only. Pretty rare game. Sold it for $80 shipped. It came from the Hirsch buy. I will put a case with it when I ship it out, so that way it'll go out for $80. Shipping will go first class, so pretty good deal. Definitely one of those games you want to burn into your brain. It is sports, but it does sell pretty well. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.